When it comes to tracking progress in business, you're probably familiar with common metrics. But let's take it to another level. How would a CFO evaluate progress? It's a mindset shift that helps you see beyond the numbers and truly understand how every action affects your bottom line. Stick around, because I'm about to share a method you won't find in most videos. If you watch until the end, you'll get a strategy for evaluating your progress that's designed to keep you sharp and ahead of the curve. Let me explain. The first thing I want to emphasize is that evaluating progress isn't just about looking at numbers. It's about understanding why those numbers are moving in a certain direction. A lot of people get stuck thinking the only way to evaluate success is by looking at revenue or profit margins. That's useful, but it doesn't tell the whole story. For instance, I remember back when I was scaling a startup, we had months where our profits were high, but our customer retention was slipping. It took us longer than it should have to realize that we were growing the wrong way. When you evaluate your progress like a CFO, you're thinking in terms of long-term sustainability, not just short-term gains. This is where financial modeling comes into play. If you've ever worked in finance, you know that a good CFO will look at projections and models, not just the actual numbers. You need to forecast. Ask yourself, if I continue this pace, what does the business look like in 3, 6, or 12 months? That's the kind of thinking that can make or break a company. I'll be honest, a lot of other creators out there may show you quick wins, but they won't tell you how to think like this. And I'm not here trying to push any products or affiliate links. I just want you to get real value. The next thing I focus on is cost efficiency. Any CFO worth their salt will tell you that evaluating progress isn't just about bringing in more revenue. It's also about how effectively you're spending. There was a time when I was investing in every shiny new tool, thinking it would give me an edge. But the truth is, it was draining resources. Once I started analyzing how my spending aligned with the overall growth, it was a game changer. Are the expenses driving the desired outcomes, or are they just leaks? I started using a simple tracking sheet for every business expenditure and asked, does this spending move me closer to the vision, or is it just clutter? That kind of clarity is essential. Then there's the feedback loop. A CFO will always look at not just what's happening in the business, but also how quickly the team can adapt to changes. Speed is everything. In my career, I've learned that measuring progress is about agility. The quicker you can learn from data and pivot, the better. So, while it's important to evaluate financial outcomes, it's just as crucial to monitor how responsive your business is to that data. If you're sitting on a decision for months because you're waiting for perfect information, you're falling behind. And before I wrap up, let me just say this. One of the most valuable methods I've used to evaluate my progress is something most people miss. It's about evaluating the intangibles, things that don't immediately show up on a balance sheet, but are critical to growth. Think about company culture, team dynamics, or even how well your business adapts to shifts in the market. Sometimes you can see your numbers slip, but the true cause might be something deeper, like employee morale or misaligned leadership goals. Tracking these intangibles takes some experience, but it's worth developing this skill if you want to scale sustainably. If you took something valuable from this video, consider subscribing. I'm not here to sell you anything. This content is designed to give you solid, actionable strategies without any hidden affiliate commissions or gimmicks. Just straight value, every time.